Alright, hey everyone, this is Luminous and 715 coming to you guys with a Pro Dota 2 commentary. Today we're casting for the defense. This is Navi versus Youboat. What do you know about these two teams, 715?
I know that Youboat are mostly consisting of Swedish players, I guess. I know 3 of their players so far, I think, and well, Navi. What should I say? Well, no, last time I saw them play Dota 2 live was in August, and they won €1 million, I think, or dollars? No, it weren't euros, right?
I think it's dollars. They won $1 million. Okay. That's all we know. They're rich. But it looks like Santa is... Wait, Santa officially in the team? I haven't really been following Navi lately.
I think he's not. Is he?
I don't think so either. We could be wrong. So you guys tell each other in the chat if that's the case. I apologize. This is something I should know, but I don't. But yeah. Alright, so Navi's going to be on the Radiant, and the Dire is going to be played by... Well, the Dire. Picks and bands out of the way.
Well, we can tell that we have two old Fierce players for sure. Bonsai and Wall Eater. Wall Eater, like, well known for strong carries, really strong carries. It's never been nice to play against him because, you know, he'll just farm up and rape your team later on if you don't handle him well.
Well, it seems like the picks and bans are adjusted to each other's playstyle. We see a Chen ban. Chen is not usually banned too often in the Dota 2, at least not as commonly banned, but against Navi, that is probably a very strong ban because, hey, they do very aggressive, strong pushing threat. And we do see Windrunner is going to be the answer to the Lich, as well as Enigma. So that's the pushing pick that we're talking about. It comes out of jungle. Of course, Enigma gives you that black hole, and I do believe Puppy really loves playing Enigma. He has a very interesting Enigma playstyle either. He rarely goes to Blink Dagger first. In fact, I've never seen him go Blink Dagger first. Have you?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
We'll see from this game, because usually what he does is Arcane Boots Mega, sometimes he even pick up a Vanguard. He just walks into the team fight in black holes. Which, you know...
Yeah, I know quite many players that do that, though, playing Enigma that way, and it's actually really efficient. And I think it wouldn't be a bad choice to pick up a lot of HP against these heroes, because Venomancer and Lich Ult, those are heroes you could perfectly walk in against, because you can just... They don't have stunts anyways. And you can just like run in, they can slow you down a little bit, but you'll probably get a good black hole so far. And we see a lot of team fight being picked up by the Dire so far.
Yep. And it's not done yet.
Yeah.
I mean, they could combine this with the Ancient Aberration. This is probably insane team fight. TIE Hunter is still within the pool, which both of them are a very popular pick in the Dota 2 metagame right now. Standard bans, we see Furion, Anti-Mage. I don't think we need to talk too much about it. I think those two are the most commonly banned. And there's a Night Stalker pick. I'm surprised that it was actually picked up so late, to be completely honest, because Night Stalker, one of the most dominating hero in Dota 2, simply because it counters the pull very well. And now Enigma looking at against the Night Stalker, I don't think he can safely walk in for a black hole because the fear is always there. So the fear of fear is always there. You see what I did there?
And I see what you did there. And we see we see the Nags being picked up by Sentinel, and that's interesting because I actually expected to play the Sentinel, or I expect the Sentinel to play more aggressive early on. While I think Scourge will be comfortable with going into late game because they have the heroes for that. They have the Night Stalker, very efficient, still in late, and especially their supports they keep getting better for such a long time. Like until level 16, it's always a big improvement if Lich and Venomancer get levels, and they have the ults that hurt even in late game so much. So yeah, I think they'll pick another carry with the Night Stalker and then just farm up, gank a little bit, get some nice team fights going, and then finish the game like around 50 minutes or 40 minutes, 50 minutes.
Yeah, this is a very interesting Nyx pick as well. Generally, you pick Nyx as a counter carry to some of the other heroes, such as, let's say, Spectre, one of the best counter to Spectre. I think it can be counter to Night Stalker as well. Night Stalker generally gets insanely tanky. You cannot really kill him through the magical side. So many teams try to barrel him down through the physical side. Sometimes you pick a Slaughter to counter him with the amplified damage. And Nyx, well, with his feast damage, also could kind of hit him from the physical side, which works. But against a Frost Armor from the Lich, that might be an issue. There's massive amount of slows on the Dire side as well. So Nyx really good against stuns in general because of the Rage, but against slows, maybe not so much, because slows generally last for a long time, such as the Nova, such as the Gale. And now Storm Spirit is going to be the 4th pick here from the Dire. Immediate answer from the Rasa, which is a strong counter pick with the Hex, of course. But I'm a little bit questioning whether you want to pick up the Storm Spirit, because Nyx could always go for an Orchid, and that is a strong counter to the Storm Spirit. So, what do you think about Storm here as an active ganker?
I'm a little bit surprised to see the Storm Spirit. Oh!
Hey-o!
See there?
Fatal Bond, Venom! Oh, GG!
Yeah.
No, seriously, guys, it's probably the most damaging combination in the game. Like, no joke. Fatal Bond, Venomancer. You will see in this game, it will just own. But sorry, you were talking about Storm Spirit when I cut you off.
Yeah, I was talking about Storm Spirit, and I said that I'm kind of surprised because he's quite squishy, and I feel like he has big problems against like heroes like Enigma, Rasta. Well, the Rasta hadn't been picked up then, but against like a team against Navi, you will have problems initiating. Like you will go in and you might just get focused down enough.
Their position is so good.
Yeah, but well, when I see this Warlock pick now, then I can say they maybe just have the Storm Spirit to go in to make Navi position. Like they can run from the Storm Spirit, from a single Storm Spirit, or they can try to kill him. And when they try to kill him, their positioning will be, well, it will be not as good as before. So maybe Storm Spirit just there to go in and enable Venomancer and Warlock to drop a nice Fatal Bonds combo.
Yep. And Storm Spirit, what that does give the Dire team is that no matter how good the Black Hole is, if he does not catch the Storm Spirit, your Black Hole will always be cancelled. He will just zip in right behind you and pull, and there's nothing you can do about it. So that ensures Enigma have to get a BKB if he wants to do anything. But even so, even if he gets a BKB, well, guess what? Warlock says, my Rock, my Inferno will go through that as well. So I feel like these two pick a direct counter to that Enigma. Maybe a little bit worried about Santa's playing the Enigma. I thought Puppy was going to be playing it, but no, it's going to be Santa. Okay, let's talk about who's playing what. Santa, of course, Enigma, Arzard on the Shadow Shaman, Puppy on the Sand King, Light of Heaven on that Windrunner, and then on the, of course, Dendy. Dendy not playing solo, it's going to be playing carry Nyx. On the other side,
yeah,
715.
Well, it's okay, I guess. Seems like he is. I'm not too sure. He will probably play on the bot lane, not in the jungle, I guess, since he doesn't have a stout shield, but he picked up a Quelling Blade, so I'm not too sure about that. Maybe we'll see some choke point jungling?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Actually,
yeah,
I tried doing some choke point jungling in Dota 2, but it seems like most of the chokes has been removed. I have to look deeply into it to find all the choke spots, but anyways, it looks like Wall Eater is going to be going to mid lane against the Windrunner. This is a very, very common matchup. We do see a tri-lane of some sort going to bot lane. Yeah, Arzard, Nyx, and Sand King. No, they're going to do a Nyx jungle, it seems like, and give the experience to the Shadow Shaman and also to the Sand King. This is very awkward laning. It looks like Lich is coming around. He might run into... Yeah, he's going to run into the Rasa for sure. Are they going to make a go for him? It's a question right now. There's a Burrow Strike in right now. Do we have a Hex? There's a Shackle. I don't think they do really have the DPS output to bring him down. Puppy, not in position.
Won't reach him.
Yeah, he just skilled his open wounds. They're now going to shift to Warlock. Warlock heal already on the Lich. I think cooldown on the... There's a cooldown on the Burrow Strike. Nyx gets a first blood. Nicely done. And he's... Well, he needs to pick up level 2 Feast before going into jungle, or maybe he's going to tough it out.
Yeah, I guess he can pull once and then he'll be fine. What I have to mention here, what's a very good thing that the Scourge is doing so far, or the Dire, excuse me, they've split their Warlock and their Venomancer, and that's a good thing, because you'll need those two heroes, they'll need to get levels, and they're very important for the team fights in the mid game, and if you put them both on one lane, and that one lane gets raped, then you're in huge trouble. But this way, you actually ensure that at least one of them will get rather decent levels.
Generally, you want to have the Venomancer to hit level 11 as soon as possible. Of course, you max the heal in lane, the Shadow Wards, and then you get Fatal Bomb maxed by 9. That's how you want to do it. But unfortunately, Venomancer has his camp blocked on the top lane. Generally, a lot of support players nowadays prepare going to lane with a pair of Sentry Ward. You can see that if he had a Sentry Ward, well, you get to pull right now. He's going to find out, oh, why did I not stack properly? And as we see a little bit lag going on. And that ward doing a lot of blockage on the top lane. Meanwhile, on the mid lane here, Light of Heaven against a Wall Eater. Both at a very similar level, but we do see Wall Eater about to run out of restoratives fairly soon.
Yeah, and well, Wall Eater.
What?
Let's if we check Wall Eater's gold, then he had 600 now, so he got a bottle.
Yep, it's flying.
That should help him out, but I'm not too sure. Like, if you're Night Stalker, sometimes I'm scared to buy a bottle if I'm against a dominating range hero, because I usually want to have my boots and my urn by the night. So maybe he'll still finish it, or well, if he gets unlucky and gets like one gank, then he'll only have boots and not the urn, and that's usually a bad thing. But we see a going on bot lane, and
yep,
that Lich just getting raped.
So easy for that gank. They have massive stuns, massive slows, and then this is a distinction between a really good jungler player and a metacore jungler player. A lot of jungler players, especially in pubs, you see them AFK for 10 minutes in the jungle, but what Dandy did right there is not a lot of jungler would do. He actually would come out gank. And basically that says you're facing against a tri-lane, sort of. Of course, the Dire does have a ward on here to kind of scout things out, but when you have mass stuns and mass slows to set you up in the lane, it's very difficult to run away from that. Just go back to the bottle point that you were talking about earlier. I guess bottle is such a good item, especially on a Night Stalker, that is just a common pickup. But especially against a Windrunner, she has the ability to power shot and push the lane to the enemy side and basically ensure herself the rune. You can say, well, she's pushing, the rune's going to spawn in 15 seconds, and she's going to wait for it right now. And that's where bottle first might not be the best choice, like you mentioned, because, well, Wall Eater does not ensure that he's going to get his own rune. Navi doing an exceptional job. 2 heroes on the rune spot. Can they get the rune is the question. Sand King might be in a little bit of trouble. He used the Burrow Strike and pick up the regen rune. Sandstorm, there you go. Nicely played. Now they're going to go on the Lich, and Lich might be in huge trouble. Burrow Strike is going to be up on cooldown. They don't even need it. Nyx picks up yet another kill. Perfect play here from Navi, and looks like Nyx is going to go for a Henamitis.
Yeah, and this is an absolutely solid play by Navi. And one thing I want to mention about the lanes is, so far it seems like there won't be any really weak heroes on the Navi side, because they have a very solid down lane. It's a strong double lane, and they have the Nyx coming out of the jungle for ganks all the time. They have the Windrunner in the mid lane, keeping the Night Stalker very busy, so he won't be able to gank the down lane, and this way there will be just 5 farmed heroes for Navi. Meanwhile, for the Dire, there's like 2 heroes, like Lich and Warlock. They'll have trouble in mid game because they'll lack some items, and they're eventually going to die very fast in team fights.
Yep. Unfortunately, 40 Dire side Venomancer not getting best farm as well. It looks like they're going to make a go on the mid lane. Gale is not even going to be attempted. And it looks like Venomancer is going to go back to the top lane. He's only level 3, and keep in mind what we said about Venomancer is he needs so much level. You can see Wall Eater is getting completely dominated in the mid lane as well. Really, like you said, bottle first is going to be great, but only if he ensures he gets the runes. And so far, no runage. And let's see if he's going to do a little bit of a bottle curling, because he needs some regen.
Yeah, something he needs to do. And we see the Warlock so far. He has a headdress, which is which indicates that they want to kind of farm Warlock. So, and he got the first level. He got a level of upheaval actually.
Oh my! Wow! Light of Heaven, perfect play on the mid lane. Let's see if he's gonna survive. And it looks like Wall Eater is gonna do the job. 2-man sandwich gank on the mid lane. Shackle shot on Wall Eater to prevent him attacking, but a power shot on Venomancer to get the kill. So even though Light of Heaven died, he got a kill before dying, and that was a superb display of skill by Navi's Light of Heaven. But another haste rune being taken here, and it looks like Puppy out for blood. Can he find a Night Stalker? It looks like they are gonna run into each other. Puppy, nope, not gonna go for it. Venomancer already in position.
Yeah, and Dandy has actually not completed his meters yet. He's lacking 200 gold right now, but it's minute 6, and it seems like he's going. No, thought he was going for another gang.
But he's gonna just
But
finish.
yeah, we see the Lich dropping another ward down there, and that's something they really need to do.
Yeah, but
Because,
despite having the wards, they had the wards up for a long time, but Dendi somehow still coming around to get the gank off. And again, that's the power of Rasta for that long disable, and Sanking, of course, coming in for that AoE disable as well. Dendi, by the way, will have the Midas finish after this one camp. Generally, a good Midas timing to finish is 8 minutes. If you get your Midas 8 minutes in, that's pretty good.
And on top lane, we see Smulgolik. Oh, the Storm Spirit so closely escaping there after the black hole. That was damn close. 26 HP, no mana left. And he gets killed by neutral.
Oh my god, Smoogling says, I'm home free! Centaur says, yo, Ro, where you at, son?
Where you at?
Oh, sick gang. But here comes Night Stalker. It is nighttime. Is he going to go for the puppy or is he going to go for... No, he's going to get stunned. There's going to be a Malefice on him as well. Sandstorm going to be used. But here we go. Wall Eater, half HP. The Eidolons doing massive damage. Gale's going to get hit. Look at this wall of Eidolons. That's going to usher away 2 people. And this is kind of what you said earlier. Every single lane for Navi is getting mass EXP. Sanking now doing a little bit of roam. Here comes Sandy with the slow. And it looks like mass right-click damage. There's a Shackle. Stormspirit comes in right now. Can they free up the Warlock? Warlock is going to survive with like 100 HP. And now actually it's Rasta going down. Strong counter ganking from Stormspirit. And that's what we need a lot more from the Dire team to make this team work.
Yeah, and we should keep our eyes on Night Stalker because it's night and I expect him to attempt some more ganks, especially with the help of Storm Spirit. They should be able to grab some kills. And Storm Spirit actually has a decent farm. He has completed his power trades and all talismans and another brilliant gold in the bank, even though he died once, so he seems to be okay.
Yep, he actually has 40 creep kills right now, leading the Dire team. Meanwhile, on the Radiant team, we have 41 on the Windrunner, 40 on Nyx as well, so he's farming like crazy. Enigma's 29, and Puppy has 22, and that's, again, you're talking about the distribution of farm as we see the Radiant team seems to be leading in terms of farm. Meanwhile, we have 29 on Wall Eater, Night Stalker, and of course 23 on that Warlock. And I still want to talk about this Night Stalker. It is exactly what you said. It's nighttime. He only has boots, no urn finish. A bottle is completely empty. He's looking for someone, but wherever he goes, he runs to 2 or 3, or he runs into a very highly level hero, and they can't get off the gank. Mid lane is going to be that temp. Where's the Fear? There's a Fear. There's a Gale. A couple more right clicks should do the job. Light of Heavens going to pop off the Wind Run, and she's going to be making out there. No, it looks like one more Fear is going to do it. And that's going to be, well, they need a lot more of that. I think that was a kind of a mandatory gank, if you will. Night Stalker always gets off a couple ganks. You know, we have a gank on the bot lane. And it seems like Navi is just pulling ahead.
Yeah, and one thing we still got to keep in mind is well, so far we only saw ganks, but no fights for towers yet. And I think there will be some fights for towers soon, and I think Navi has a big advantage there. So they'll probably get I expect them to win the fights for the towers and get a lot of tower gold this way, and I don't think they'll lose many towers. So that might be well, the point where the Dire should be concentrating on. They should somehow, well, they need a battle plan, you know, to what they should do to not lose the tower so quickly.
Wow, perfect ganking combo coming from Navi here. Next, infest into the Sanking, Burrow Strike in, infest out, and well, that was a free kill on Warlock. And there's that pushing power you're talking about. Drops the Serpent Wards, and that tower is basically dead at this point. Well, let's see if Lich could do something. Lich not level 6 yet, and he is still a very easy to kill hero. And it looks like Nick says, I'm going to go back into jungle now. Nigma's going to come around. No, Nick's still in the lane, sorry. And Nigma comes around. They're going to ensure that they get this tower kill. That is a 4-man investment on a single tower. I'm not too sure whether that's necessary, especially when you drop the Servant Wards. It looks like, no, Lich is going to just solo defend this, but he might be in trouble as we see. Enigma comes in right now. Lich trying to dodge, but he's going to just forfeit his tower right now. And, well, it's not that big of a deal. Meanwhile, we have Night Stalker comes in with haste rune. Are they going to set anything up is the question. Looks like he's going to go gank on the top lane. Windrunner in a little bit of trouble. Stormstar comes in with a zip. There's a Fear, there's a Silence. And they should be able to bring him down very easily.
Yeah, but I think that's absolutely okay because Navi right now is just saying, you're ganking our Windrunner, you know what, we just get your tier 2 tower. And, well, it's a good thing they get the tower on the bot lane, because if they'll push the mid tower after that, then Dire loses the the big advantage they usually have, which is Roshan control, and that might be crucial in this game as well.
But here comes the Night Stalker. Upheaval was the skill choice. I'm not too sure I agree with that. Santa's going to be a focus. There's a two-man black hole. Inferno drops down immediately. There's a Burrow Strike in just to cancel a couple of stuns. But here comes Wall Eater still chasing. He is going to get off one more stun. Yeah, Santa goes down. His urn is still not up yet, so no more offensive urn uses. Here comes Nyx. Nyx comes in, infests one creep, gets immediate kill. Sand King kicks a dominate streak, and I believe that is the end of team fight. Wall Eater wants more. He comes in right now. He has one more fear, but he's charging into 2 or 3. Not going to be possible. As you see, the Inferno still doing some Metacore damage right now, and he is going to find himself a rune. No, it's waiting, it's waiting. Rune is going to be spawning right. There's a regen rune. He's going to be diving for more. That's a very lucky rune, but no, it looks like he's going to turn back for now. Meanwhile, on the top lane, the action's not over. Smuggling trying to run. Here comes the Warlock. He can't really do too much of anything. He doesn't have mana for the heal after the teleportation scroll, but just with the hero here is going to usher away the Windrunner.
What?
What? Are you in
What?
the game?
Yeah, I'm in the game. No, I know what you're talking about,
Okay.
but not about the mana thingy though. Whatever.
He did have
You
mana
see-
for Shadow Ward. What are you talking about?
Oh, the Warlock. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was surprised the Windrunner didn't
Go for
try
it?
another power shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Night Stalker will be going for it right now. He's going to find the Windrunner. Windrunner very low HP, and there is the fear. Where's the fear? There's the fear. A couple more right clicks. But no, she's going to one-off. And this is a problem of not getting that urn early. Kind of like what you said, because, I'm not too sure why Windrunner stayed around. Looking for that kill, and here comes Santa. He's going to get the Malefice off, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Wall Eater too tanky at this point.
Night Stalker so tanky, 1.4k HP with an urn and trades only, so.
Yep.
And well, it's. Well, he'll have some more HP. I'm not too sure if he'll go for Vanguard or maybe straight for Aghanims, but he will either have like 2 parts of his Aghanims or the Vanguard when the next night starts, and then he will be so hard to kill for the Sentinel if Nyx is not able to reach him. Like, if the Night Stalker is in a black hole once, or he gets stunned or hexed, then I think Nyx can do so much damage to him, but it won't be easy because we see a gank going on the Night Stalker in mid.
And can they do enough damage to Wall Eater? He's just so tanky, like you said, but he's dropping below 200 HP. There's an immediate heal on him, and now here comes the Upheaval again. And now Arzar is going to just bite the dust here for sure. Are they going to look for more? Santa comes in. He's got to be very careful because that Nova, one slow will do it. Wall Eater comes in right now. He's tanking a lot of damage. Shackle shot on that Wall Eater, and that should be it. And I think Dire looking for a tower push, but I don't really think they could get too much done. Being on the bot lane here, Dendi getting a push going on. And we have a lot of positioning going in mid lane. Before I hand the mic back to you, I want to point out that in that first night, we saw a lot of action. And we saw a lot of tower pushing, like you said, as well. We saw Radiant team trying to barrel down 2 towers on the bot lane. They only got 1. But very smartly done by the Venomancer on the mid lane as well. He's like, oh, you know what? I couldn't do really too much to help my team. I'm not really that highly level yet. So when they're pushing my tower, I'm going to just drop down about 1 billion Serpent Wards and push your tower as well. So what they got basically was a tower trade. And, I think Dire is very happy with the trade.
Yeah. What might have been a little mistake with Sentinel though, I'm not too sure about that they always kept Windrunner soloing in another lane. Because that way Night Stalker actually got like 3 kills, I think, in that night.
Yes.
But if they would have been sticking on board lane with the 5 people, that would have made a big difference because, well, Night Stalker, no target to gank. Just creeps.
Just
Gank
creeps.
creeps, but yeah.
Well, ganking creeps, he does have himself a vid booster, and let's see if that's going to help him survive here. Yeah, you can see that 2 new goals on him, not too big of a deal. Shackle shot hits on Wall Eater again. He might actually be in trouble now as a second Burrow Strike might do the job. There's a Shackle. Here comes a Chain Frost and the Inferno. And that's a team fight capability we're talking about. Upheaval being dropped once again. Arzar is going to go down. And now Wall Eater in a little bit of trouble. But now Puppy in a bigger trouble as he's going to go down. 2 kill goes to Youboat. And they're looking for more as Windrunner duration will be running out soon. There's a Void and a couple more. Do we have any teleport support coming in right now is a question. Good Shackle shot, but there's a heal to really mitigate most of the damage. And I'm so surprised that Upheaval is the choice, not Fatal Bond, because they have so much AoE to benefit from.
Yeah, they actually do, but So far, upheaval working out pretty good. Gotta say that because, well, I guess it's because they have so much right-click damage, like Night Stalker, and we see Poppy TPing in and just getting silenced and dying there.
But they do have a perfect ward trap on Wall Eater Tower. It's still like 100 HP. Someone, for the love of Ice Rock, right-click that tower. It looks like no one attacks the tower. Tower's going to be denied for sure. Now it looks like the Radiant team on the chase. Winman's going to find a Venom Asher. Perfect Shaco shot. Entire forest behind him. Shaco, my friend, no. He cannot get off the Shaco. Arzar trying to come in right now. Any trees coming in? No Shaco. And maybe it's just a half-second Shaco. Just get off the Hex. There's a Shaco right now, but no, the Lich Illusion's blocking. And I think Venomancer is going to just run his way out. It looks like he will. No, Windrun pops and trying to get off a couple slow, but his teammates still lagging behind. Looks like Venomancer is going to forfeit his life. There's a Gale on 2 hero. He is going to go down for sure. And he teleports for Upheaval going to be cast just for the lulz. And that is going to be the end of that team fight.
Yeah, and so far we see well, Dire doing a very good job, I guess. Like, they were down by a few kills, but now they're only down by 1 kill, and we see a Night Stalker getting more and more items. But I'm a bit concerned because Dandy's just farming.
Yep, Dandy is farming very nicely. I just pulled up the gold difference chart. We're seeing the Radiant team leading by 5,000 gold, and there's not too many tower difference. So the only thing you could really call this upon is just better assist gold ratio, better farm. Dandy, by the way, is farming like a madman. Haven't checked his farm for a bit. He's got the Midas. He's gonna go for the armlet. And you think he's gonna go for Orchid next, or he's gonna go for something like well, Orchids or what? AC Heart?
I don't know, like, or well, the biggest problem for him will probably be to get off hits on the enemy support, so all that slows and the fast moving. Maybe it's only a Sanctioned Yasha. I could imagine that.
Yep, SNY not bad. Lothar is actually not bad. I mean, one of the problems that melee heroes have a lot is actually getting up there and do the attack.
Yeah,
and Lothar
could actually be a good choice there.
Yep. So, of course, he does have the initiation provided by the Sand King. He could invest into a Sand King. He could invest into Enigma. And if they ever have to blink, they could just kind of help him if do the initiation. We've seen a little bit of that. And Puppy right now, pretty good farm himself. He's got a Arcane Boot, and looks like they might make a go on Sand King. Stormster is going to zip in, immediate pull, and we need a Fear. Where's the Fear? No Fear. They did get a slow off. No, there's a Fear, but there's a slow, and that Puppy is absolutely dead. Smuggling, by the way. No more mana. It looks like
nice shackle shot there on the Warlock and on the Lich. We see a 3v3 going on there. Now Dandy is coming in. It's 4v3 in favor of the Sentinel, and we see Warlock going down there. Yeah.
Wow.
And another kill. Venomancer dies as well.
It looks like that Inferno wants that Rasta, not going to get off. I think Sand King finally got down, but that was an hour chase, and they were not able to help out that team fight, and that was a 4v3 team fight in the bot lane. When I saw the Inferno and the Chain Frost dropping, I was like, oh no, Radiant team is going to lose this, but actually they were very tanky. I'm sure the Eidolon tanked a little bit of damage there. There's a hood on the Enigma, and that's what we talked about during the pick phase. Enigma that doesn't go for the initiation heavy blink dagger, he's going to just walk in and tank all your spells, and hey, it's working out pretty nicely as he was able to help his team tank a little bit. And of course, Armlet on the Nyx, as we talked about. Mecha is up on the Windrunner, so she was able to do a little bit of healing himself. And that big AoE Chain Frost teamfight combination not really utilizing. I'm going to say no Fatal Bond, man. That literally is one of the best skills in the game. I'm not even trolling.
Yeah, it kind of is, but I wasn't surprised that when the Storm Spirit TP'd in the mid to gank Puppy there, and the Night Stalker was there as well, they just stayed on the bot lane with 3 heroes. I don't know why the Dire did that. Like, there's no way they would win this team fight without Fatal Bonds.
Yep. Or without the Stormster and Night Stalker. That's a lot of their chasing power as well. So, and right now, as we see, Nyx picks up a Basher. That is going to be his item choice. Is Dandy trolling right here, or is this a legit item? I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I would say like Basher is Nyx is the only hero I would probably ever build a basher on. So I would say it's no trolling.
It's no trolling. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, Basher does help you chase, sort of, if you get the bash off. He does have the attack speed to work with it. He has Armlet, he has Midas, he has Treads, he has Rage. That's a lot of plus attack speed. So, I mean, chances are you are going to get a single proc or two in a team fight. And generally for a Nyx, if you're going to get a proc off, that usually means one kill. Generally, if you're not stunned.
Especially with Rage.
Especially with Rage and Armlet and all that stuff. It looks like Stormster is going to get ganked upon. And looks like, oh, he's going to zip out. Can't, no, but that Burrow Strike's going to come in. Hex immediately right there as well. Perfect gank coming in from Navi. And this is a hero positioning that you were talking about earlier. Like, it's so hard to find Navi out of position, but they might just be out of position right now. Wall Eater comes around. It is nighttime, and he has teammate support.
Everyone just TPing out.
Oh, Santa gets a TP off. Puppy burrows in and gets a TP off. And we have a whole bunch of sad pandas on the Diary Squad.
Yeah. Yeah, just like we're on one piece of paper mightier than a Night Stalker with fucking wings.
Is this like a bad joke about the pen is mightier than the sword? But it was just like
oh no, I didn't think of that, but
okay. Well, one thing I want to point out here, you're facing up against a Storm Spirit, you're facing up against a Night Stalker, but look at where Dandy's at. Dandy's at your base, son. And he doesn't even give a damn. Like, this is Wild Honey Badger. Meanwhile, his four teammates pushing mid. And the kill,
just
they're
playing
like,
his game.
They're like, whatever, Night Stalker. Nighttime, don't care. It's gonna just push down the tower. And I think this is an indication that they're just in so much lead right now. And here we go. We do have a couple of teleportation coming in. The Radiant team going for a trade, but here comes a team fight. Puppy might be in trouble. Upheaval gets casted, cancel immediately. There's Inferno being dropped down. But can they get anything done is the question right now. Santa walks in for a decent two-man black hole. No Chain Frost going to be casted. There's a Burrow Strike. Epicenter going to get casted. And it looks like Navi's going to just dominate this team fight very easily. Wow. And this might just be the Rax attempt.
Yeah, and this is actually, I think this is the reason we talked about earlier when we said we are not too sure if Storm Spirit is going to do anything here.
Yep.
I mean, Storm Spirit's not playing bad, but and he's not doing any major mistakes, but his team is just like, or well, the hero just can't do anything in this kind of situation, or he has a hard time doing something. I mean, what should he do? Like, there's no weak hero he could pick off. They are usually going around with 4 people, so he can't just zip in.
I mean, there's a Nyx.
Yeah, but
that's a troll. Because you zip in against the Nyx that says, "Heyo!" Couple right clicks, a bash, and you dead. And I'm still gonna say the lack of Fatal Bond because that's a big deal of damage. You don't pick Warlock to, you know, at least I don't think so. But hey, they know a little bit better. But they just lost their mid-racks. And I think Navi is about to finish this game very, very quickly. And again, the kill count is very similar as we see engagement going on. Wall Eater tanking a lot of damage. Where's that Nyx is the question. Venommaster drops his ult. A lot of spell going up. Stormslayer goes in right now. Isolates Santa. Can they bring him down? Wall Eater still doing the right click, but you see
and Dandy's just all over the place.
Yep. Dandy says Basher is the best item in the game. And he'd be bashing people.
Best item in the game. That's why I got an upgrade in 7.3.
Yep. Stormster comes in bang right now. Gonna pick off the Windrunner. Gonna go for Santa. Santa's just a TP out of the upheaval. No, she's gonna get pulled, and it looks like Santa's gonna go down now as well. But this is more or less a fair victory because, well,
Dandy
5k gold.
5k gold.
Yep. Gold difference. Let's brace ourselves as I pull up that menu. About 1,700 difference. And well, your guess is good as I mean, if this was 673, I bet you anything Dandy's gonna make abysmal play. But no, it's gonna go for AC probably. So,
what has been the problem like for the Scourge? What could they I think they should have been trying to gank the Nyx sometime. Like when he was farming on that bot lane, so offensive. Storm Spirit should have probably just initiated on him, like with like 3 heroes in the back, because they never did that. They didn't even try. So he felt safe all the time, even in front of their base tower.
Yeah, it was definitely difficult. Like it was already difficult to gank the other 4. And Nyx is, you know, just vastly a lot stronger as a hero. Night Stalker, I mean, what they did gank a lot was Light of Heaven, but Light of Heaven still being ganked has a mecha during that mid game phase. And can they bring him off? Probably not. Somewhere looks like a Night Stalker might be in trouble. Artstyle comes in right now. They're gonna use wards on him to pick off that kill. Wow, a lot of hate on smuggling. They're gonna pick him off. And a black hole here for Wall Eater. Wall Eater, I think he should be okay. No, not with a Burrow Strike coming in. Looks like ultimate being casted as well, and Warlock is gonna go down. You know, earlier when you say what went wrong for the Dire team, I think not having the gank on Nyx is one thing. But to me, I have not seen Youboat fight a 5v5 team fight yet. This is what their team is built around. Like, you don't pick a Chain Frost, a Venomancer, and a Warlock for ganks. I feel like you should pick those heroes for team fights, and we have not seen a single 5v5 team fight from Youboat, and I think that is the fatal flaw. Not having Fatal Bond might be an issue there as well. The biggest kind of team fight
not
we saw...
having Fatal Bond is the Fatal Error. Is that what you're saying?
There you go.
Okay, see what I did there?
Yeah, man, that was perfect. But also, like, the only team fight we have seen is like 2v4, 3v4. You know, it was never a 5v5 team fight. And in terms of 5v5 team fight goals, Dire has one of the most, like, the strongest 5v5 team fight lineup there is. You know, you drop off your AoE ultimate, they're half dead. You're gonna try to run. Good luck running from a Stormstormer and Night Stalker. But again, that's not what we saw. Even in this Rax team fight, like, it was not a 5v5. So because of that, I feel like Navi just kind of rolled their way into the Raxes, and it was really easy.
Yep, and now we see we see Divine Rapier.
Cool stuff. Common item, yeah. I mean, it's
standard.
Standard. I mean, you just go Midas, Armlet into Basher, and then Divine. What is this, like a pub game?
Well, come on, let's don't troll.
Don't troll. Sorry.
Don't troll.
My bad. No disrespect to Youboat or anything. Like, I think they're playing really well. Like, to be honest, they're playing well. It's just Navi is outplaying them a little bit in this game. So.
And we see Dandy just killing Night Stalker.
I didn't even see that. Hey. How many hits did it take? 2 hits?
No. It was like more, but that was stun from Sand King, and that's good enough.
Okay. Then he's
couple of right clicks.
Yep. And he's couple right clicking some Raxus as well. And I believe this is the game.
Yep. Easy.
Some standard.
And now they're going for some phone trade diving, it seems.
Chain Frost.
Oh, upheaval. Lame spell.
It is pretty good in terms of slowing Dandy. Dandy says, yo, bro, don't care. 1 hit, 2 hit. Oh. Oh, there's a shackle shot. Dandy, where you at? Come on, Dandy! 2-man shackle! Black hole! Dandy says, no, I wanna...
What's Dandy going for?
Dandy hitting some creeps. Gotta farm up. What the hell is Dandy doing?
I have no idea. Dandy's trolling, going to AFK in base.
And so right now for Arzard. Arzard might actually go down here. He's got a lot of mana left, and here comes Dandy. 1 hit, 2 hit, there's a Lich. He's gonna keep going right now. Venomancer, 1 hit. Where's the bash? Where's the bash? Use your rage. Oh no, there's a rage, but he actually does not have a wound on cooldown. And he might be surrounded by 4. He dropped the Divine right now, but there's a black hole setting him up. Where's the right hit?
There's an Aegis on him. But wow. This is still no TP on him, so he gotta fight his way out of this misery.
Investing someone, and looks like Invest is gonna do the work. There's open wounds, and Dandy says, no problem, 1v4. And well, he has about another 4.6k. Could pick up, second Divine in a bit.
Yep, but seems like he's going to finish this.
Well, you never know, man. You never know about Dandy.
You never know with him. Like, he's just walking out to make it a bit more interesting.
Yep. But there's a GG call. And that's the game. I mean, how do you feel about this? I feel like we kind of talked about how... I mean, Dire's, mistakes, if you want to call it. But what about Navi? Which part they played so well that it was like there was nothing that Dire could do?
I think it was especially the laning phase and a lot of the mid game when Night Stalker weren't able. Well, when Night Stalker and Storm weren't able to unleash their full potential by just going grabbing like isolated heroes, that like 2 heroes on the lane or like 1 hero on the lane. Night Stalker and Storm could do that like 3 times on the Windrunner, but that was it. And of course, well, the early game where they had just solid lanes. Every lane was good.
Yep.
So
Enigma top solo, not commonly seen, but hey, worked out perfectly there. And Navi kind of won this one very convincingly. Gold per minute, by the way, on Night Stalker. Excuse me, on Life Stealer. Keep confusing to 713. That is an insane amount of statistics. But yeah, that is the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary for Navi versus Youboat. I am Luminous, and alongside with me is 715. If you like our commentaries, if you like my commentaries, you could check me out on YouTube. You could type in Luminous on the search bar and you will find me, or you could check me out on DotaCommentaries.com. I think we're done. Thank you guys for catching the commentaries, and until next time, as always, this is Luminous and 715 signing off. Gee, guys.